Only the sovereign is ready.
Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimon suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Dragon throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Consul. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Dragon throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
Nodding off where I stand.
sure how much longer I can hold out.
I end up feeling weary.
Well
even after
passed.
a day of rest.
Tongues and sandpaper.
I'd not linger here.
It burns, it does. With every breath.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
I'll not stick my head where it will be cut off.
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
My eyes aren't what they used to.
Perhaps I ought to be getting home.
What about this place makes me
I use a rest.
Time for you to get to work.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
You are prepared to work? Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
My knees have been acting up of late.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap! Or aught that poses a hindrance to you.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
Don't let them get the better of you!
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You got to fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Observe your foes carefully and attack as the situation demands. Shields offer welcome protection from attacks. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for the clever combatant. considering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to yourself.
Are you unharmed?
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a fell curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
God son it. The accursed creature escaped. Oh, you! Get back here! Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
You must, John. That is the only path forward.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. And learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story.
A single bolt from a ballista. And well aimed at that. Must be one of Ser Linnet's from out of Melve.
This'll be a right mess to clean up. Who knew there'd be a cavern around here? Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. There you go. I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. Where do you think you're going? You can't just run off now. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. "'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
We pawns are travelers of not only this world, but myriad others with which we can connect. As your loyal pawn, my duty is to accompany you and use what I learn in these other realms to aid you on your journey. I shall be with you every step of the way, and I hope to put my knowledge and experiences to good use on your behalf.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the Riftstones that we might aid you, Arisen. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded. Riftstones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world, and when our mission is done, by their power shall we return to our own. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon. Even with your memories lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. I hope I can count on you in a scrape.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it. Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Training recruits helps me as much as it does.
Remember, hearts are weapons, like any sword.
What's going on?
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Well met. Much obliged.
It takes two to make a sail, and this...
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You seem rather unwell. You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed in the lodgings yonder. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off resting while you have the chance.
This looks as good a place. Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow stronger someday. Having said that, it's quite a relief. They do say good things come to those who wait.
What about this place makes me nervous?
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'd be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note and he'll take care of the rest.
Well met.
Hey all, you a soldier? Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
Our aid is required, Master. Let us depart with due haste. I hasten home, whether it's not my duty. Few can weather a harpy assault unaided. You hasten to Serafano's rescue. Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste. The vanguard is yours. Lead on. Fascinating way to end a foe. This will serve for a fine tale when I rejoin my master. Unbelievable. We've earned ourselves a pat on the back. Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Look there, a chest! Allow me to open it, Arisen.
Get down here, you feathered thieves! Masterfully done!
Would that we might always be so instead.
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Shall we be off? We've a report to make. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Do you mean to leave us here?
too fast for you. And before I forget, without a mage among our ranks, we've no one to heal us in times of need.
We may only be able to carry so many curatives with us at a time, but they can serve just as well.
Hail, friend. Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Not my duty.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale. Well met. Much obliged.
Shopping? Such fun. We mustn't overspend. That's just what I was thinking.
Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
A simple word of thanks would make our labours feel worthwhile. I knew it to be so.
Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as servants of the Arisen. But not so here in Batal. There, they believe that some divine flame will protect them and dispel the dragon, and that pawns embody misfortune. In that regard, our countries couldn't be more different.
It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means.
Are you looking to speak with Severin? Good luck. He brooks no chatter with us during training, and makes for home the second our drills are done. I'm not quite sure where his house is, though I've gathered 'tisn't near here. Doubt he'd tell me, even if I asked.
Now I've gone and stepped in it.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths. Time to be heading home.
This ladder can take us to new heights. After you, Arisen.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
You've given me much to think about.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things. Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Shape has an advantage against this stone. Are we all in the same boat?
Oh, that was a sight to behold!
One of us has been drenched.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
I'll wager I could make that shot. Be sure to aim true.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen. No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap.
Pitiable Arisen.
Well met. Hope to see you again.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Pull back!
This moment forth, thou art arisen, charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon, I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated. Though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then. Take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I'd thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit roborunt ourselves. Or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
I think I get the idea.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a success— Very well, there is no— But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
You found strength courses through you?
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say. This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could.
Whom shall we speak with first?
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... it is a dangerous place. I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. This won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and 'tis hard to describe, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go then. My life's in your hands, friend.
We have been called upon to render aid. Let us make haste.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Seems naught ever goes right.
The creature's corpse will serve us well. Are you certain you can manage it? It is an awfully long shot. That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
Seems naught ever goes right.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
We're in fine form. Although we seem to have The enemy yet remains.
Not a bad idea. Was I asleep? This was a strange dream.
It's a pleasure to serve you, Master.
We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again.
Must finding these be so difficult?
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool. We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
This is rather thrilling.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
Visions of roast meat will dance in my head tonight. For all I've stuffed myself.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
Haven't you a lantern arisen? This is precisely what we were looking for.
No mercy!
With this, my magics are yours to wield. The night sky is a balm to the battle-weary heart.
'Tis as you say.
What is it? Got a question about my training regime? Suppose that was an unlikely guess. None took to the training like you did. Hoping to enlist, then? No. A pity. I'd hoped to add you to our ranks. You'd seem like you'd be fit for battle, even if I were to call upon you on the morrow. Which is more than I can say for the rest. Apologies for assuming. We've had fewer folks looking to enlist of late, and I'm hungry for recruits. Many keep their distance on account of the instructor being a beastren. How very Vermundian of them. At the very least, I'd like to provide some decent training to the soldiers we have now. Easier said than done, especially when the weapons we were promised have yet to arrive. Tisn't like to boost their morale having rusted steel to train with. What I wouldn't give for some decent weapons and a soldier to act as an example. Someone with motivation to grow. That'd light a fire under them, I reckon. Mayhap you could aid us. I know 'tis much to ask of anyone, let alone a stranger, but what else am I to do? Much appreciated. We'd welcome what you can spare.
Sir Baron's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. We'll gladly make use of what you've given us. Those weapons you gave us have made all the difference. My training regime is proceeding much more smoothly now. Yet the recruits still lack for motivation. They need someone to act as an example. A dedicated soldier who's keen to improve. Do you know of anyone like that, perchance?
Seems naught ever goes right. I don't like this place at all.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. This is a good find.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
It's a battle already? Wasn't much of a reprieve.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Find us, skin. Strike with fire's fury.
I could dance a jig for joy. I thought I was done for.
Aye, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
Let us proceed with caution, keeping an eye on our charge at all times.
It is always daunting to venture into the unknown.
Adventure awaits. Oh, my heart thrills with anticipation. This boulder looks mighty, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts. I say we give it a push and see what happens. My magics are at your disposal. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
That's it!
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck. I'll wager I could make that shot. Be sure to aim true. chill, however cold our ice attacks may be.
Reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
We must spare no effort against this foe, lest we suffer.
Moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
I'll turn you into a Pinkerton! I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Ingredients are plenty. Full hereabouts. Oh, master. Curious how a fine meal makes your eyelids heavy, but not your stomach.
That's it!
Another statue. Aught within me yearns to climb it.
Why don't we go take a look?
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Well now, you've a keen eye. This is why I shall never tire of our adventures.
Rockmaster! Goblins!
You need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Don't look down now.
We shan't fall if we remain calm and watch our footing.
No room for carelessness. I'll wager I could make that shot. Are you certain you can manage it? It is an awfully long shot.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength, 'tis true. But I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter. 'Tis as you say.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the saurian's nest, and your task is done.
A single jar of poison ought to send those saurians packing. Only do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master.
Expertly thrown, Master. I'd wager those saurians will think twice about nesting here again. My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
All done then?
A resounding success. 'Tis moments such as these that make an adventure worthwhile. That was over in a trice. Where to next? Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it. Let's see. What can we do without?
What air 'tis. Not sure I need to hear it.
I'm in your debt, sir. And not just for saving my brother. You helped me learn a valuable lesson today. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
These writings could be of import. A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Thanks, friend.
Living's hard, but dreams got to press on.
There's much needs doing.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
What's to be done about this?
Not good will come of this.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
Wakestone shards are treasures to be prized, though only when made whole can they work their magic. We must take care not to throw it away by mistake. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. I say we collect as much as we can carry. What a view. I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
I knew it to be so.
Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Shopping is such fun. We mustn't overspend. I knew it to be so.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? I'll gladly stay a while.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Lots to do. Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Where to now?
I'll take I think I'll only take care of before the day's done.
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up. party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
We need only hone our skills, and in time we shall be indomitable.
There's no great shock to me.
Goblins approach!
Shake up no advantage. Are we all in the same boat?
If you hope so pitiful a foe would give you no trouble.
People like that will be better at moving up. Oh, you've done it! We've earned ourselves a pat on the back. Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Too slow. Over moments in caution. Can't happen again.
An abandoned campsite, just waiting to be claimed. Resting when and where you can is the secret to weathering a long journey. The creature's corpse will serve us well. Be sure to aim true.
Gran, I want to learn magic, please.
This again, child. You know full well your father has forbidden it. There are plenty of things more deserving of your interest. Why not turn your aspirations elsewhere?
Why must you always take Father's side? I'd have thought you'd understand how I feel better than anyone. What is it? If you're looking for Gran, she's out. 'Tis dreadful dull round here. How long do they mean to shut me away? All I want is to study magic, but Gran refuses to teach me. If only I had a grimoire or two, then I could study on my own. If you find any grimoires, would you bring them to me? You needn't seek them out. Any you happen to find will do. Still, I'll write up a list of the tomes I'd most like, so you know which ones to keep an eye out for. Let's see. There. All done. Mayhap I was a little overeager, but you needn't bring them all. Just 2 or 3 would be swell. Though I would be thrilled to have the lot. Oh, and Gran is like to confiscate the grimoires should she espy them. Pray hand them to me when she's not at home.
So, we are to scour for the grimoires on Miss Trisha's list. Why don't we have a taste? Surely no harm in it.
I'd not say no to a bite myself.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. That's quite a large boulder, but methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
A firm push is what's needed here.
Did anyone else see that? Orc catches the light. Let us ponder how best to proceed. Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
At least old Trisha's been rather restless of late. More so than usual, I mean. You wouldn't happen to know what's gotten into her, would you, sir? Trisha's been rather restless of late. More so than usual, I mean.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself. I'll wager I could make that shot. Are you certain you can manage it? It is an awfully long shot. We'll want to use fire against this foe. Just a moment.
Take that!
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Fret not. I'll make the pain go away. Hold on. Stay right there.
We would be ill-advised to proceed without lights.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Can't wait to find out what's inside. My magics are at your disposal.
Lucky us. That's worth taking. We shall have to crane on next to spot our foes in a place like this. Let us proceed with caution. Slimes! Watch them closely!
Ice will be most effective against this foe.
Let us see what you're made of.
fantastic find. This is why I shall never tire of our adventures. Soaked to the bone.
You'll not live to regret this!
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
It's no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
I could do this all day.
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi, did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Why, he wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as 'tis. Say, your arms look free. You can handle that list in my stead. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know what to do.
We'll not find anything if we don't start looking. The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master. The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for... Well, you best get to it then.
Don't we have a...
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
Well, now that we've delivered the items on the list, I suppose we ought to report back to Sir Geoffrey. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Just nodded off for a moment there.
Right, just follow me. Here at last.
Oi, many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
Our efforts have seen the
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. Do come again.
Time's almost seen better days.
Well met.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads? Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Goblins approach!
I'll turn you into a pincushion! Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
Reinforcements? What have we have such resources?
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Life is for the living, friend. Best to enjoy it.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Take a better mind than mine to solve this.
You're wasting your time talking to me. You're wasting your time talking to me.
This ladder can take us...
I trust you're bothering me for a reason.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
What am I to do with my audience? Never did.
Here at the inn, we also offer. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you come again?
Uh-huh. There's something written here. It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Goblins approach!
Claim I've never danced against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? My magics are at your disposal.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
The worm.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Leave it to me, Arisen.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall...
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust.
Leg strike, right where it hurts.
Excellent! Don't let up now! This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it. Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. Will I assist? Forgive me, but there's another matter I've been bursting to speak of. Namely, by my eye, you lack surety in your step. Not to worry. You'll find your feet in time, I'm sure. I could do this all day. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. I say we collect as much as we can carry.
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads? After you, Arisen. I'll turn you into a... At last. I thought we'd never find one. The thrill of discovery never gets old. Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. Materials such as this can be combined to craft things. Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Can't wait to find out what's inside.
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Nice, well strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
Look there, a chest. Allow me to open it, Arisen.
If you are in need of aid, pray say the word.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I had a feeling the rest would do us good. Try not to get gas. Let's do that here and go to waste. Soak to the bone.
My magics are at your disposal.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! Find a way to some road.
Glad to be of service.
But of course, Arisen, you
may depend upon me.
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for. That attack, we would be invincible. There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
The find of the century, I dare say. This is why I shall never tire of our adventures.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
A tad too high, methinks.
With this, my magics are yours to wield. Do you see that place just yonder? I wonder if there's a path that will take us to it.
Watchful eye, and the way will reveal itself.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel this is our first time setting. But I trust we'll muddle through.
Knowledge is beyond our combined experience.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you? You.
While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out? And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
What's this? We're trapped. A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Pray beyond.
Never mind wet boots. It's the way as the current overtake us.
Do not waste this chance. Must press home our advantage. I shall lead the charge. It's time we made for the capital. Inform the people of Vermund that the Arisen is come.
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
I've got a good feeling about this one. That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above. The sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard? They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. But for your own sake, I recommend you make your way to the capital sooner rather than later.
moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. What is the meaning of this, Arisen? Goblins approach!
Shame I've no advantage against that foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Oh, that was a sight to behold!
What's a novelized? I've never seen my own master attempt that.
Surely not.
Battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Can't wait to find out what's inside. Grateful to you, Arisen.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
We're not allowed to talk during missions, sir.
How might I aid you, sir?
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long. Shopping is such fun. I quite understand the desire to buy items purely for the pleasure of owning them. I knew it to be so. This spell will empower you with elemental magic.
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
Look, Master! Goblin!
Thinking would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
That's quite a large boulder, but methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
I say we give it a push and see what happens. I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. Strike with lightning might.
Are we leaving already?
Do my eyes deceive me? Or has our foe multiplied? Our battle will never be done at this rate.
Take some for the rest of us, prison.
Not like that, we'll be done here soon enough. A resounding success. I'll be feeling the scars of that battle for some time yet.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again.
thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go. Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
The creature's corpse will serve us well. Are you certain you can manage it? It is an awfully long shot. Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
Goblins approach! Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? Treasure chest. I can hardly wait to open it. Not all chests contain treasure, you know. I'll wager I could make that shot. Be sure to aim true. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Strike the power of
I shall lead the charge! We must spare no effort against this foe, lest we suffer bitter defeat.
Here it goes.
My thanks. Where would I be without you, listen? This brute has quite the temper. A reckless opponent makes for easy prey. My magics are at your disposal. Would seem our foe has lost their vim. Recklessness has done them no favours. They ought to have conserved their strength. I shall lead the charge. You're all right. I've got you. The creature's corpse will serve us well. Are you certain you can manage it? He's an awfully long shot. Yon chest lies maddeningly close. I can divine no way to reach it. Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen. No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Look, Master! Goblin!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Listen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Unbelievable. Strike with lightning's might.
This is rather thrilling. Cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen.
Come on! Don't drag me!
Come on then. Stop.
A fine display of skill. My magics are at your disposal.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Here you are, Master. Hope you like it. I found it myself.
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
With this, my magics are yours to wield. Turn you into a pincushion! Just one more push ought to bring it down. I shall lead the charge.
Do not waste your chance. Press home or advance.
I shall lead the charge! Fear not.
Expecting mercy.
But see, our foe is unbalanced.
Bring the feet down. I shall lead the charge. All fight effective. Strike with the power of lightning.
Master, we ought to quit the field ere the option is taken from us. When our curatives run out, we're done for.
Let me think on that a while.
Arisen! Armed!
Foe towers over us now, but if we can get it to stumble, its prodigious size will play to our advantage.
We can view from up here. We see how high I can scale.
Oh, I like that. The enemy's movements have grown sluggish. Ha! They don't stand a chance against us now. I shall lead the charge.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, old wager. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Decisions, decisions. Ah, let us pick a path and be done with it. If our choice is a poor one, we can simply return. Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items. Well, let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside. Townspeople depend on me. I'll get that for you. Materials such as this can be combined to craft things. Different combinations of materials result in different creations. I've heard some interesting tidings about town. If you refer to... Is there no getting through this door? Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Should have set me sights lower.
I'm done for. I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. I worked hard today. I think I've earned this.
Halt! You are approaching the gates of Vernworth, capital of Vermund. None may pass without the proper documents. If you've an entry permit, an invitation, or proof of citizenship, present it now. I see. So you are to meet with Captain Brandt. I shan't impede you then. Come with me.
I was informed of your coming, would-be arisen.
Captain Brandt, you should know that this individual fought valiantly to defend the troops. The Watchhead told me himself.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermund. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermund's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to our own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Good to see you, Master. This ladder can take us to new heights. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you! You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful. Take this. 'Tis something I found.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melve? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
What delights might there be to find in town today?
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good sir. Do come again.
Nothing caught your eye?
Here you are, sir. From me to you.
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different as well.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect, such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold, but this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
He's writing.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early death.
Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Need anything? Many thanks.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
Barely scraping by.
This place is lovely. I might stay a while.
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
I'm the crown jewel of
What should I get up to today? Time to be heading home.
It's nice to see everyone out and about.
Interested in my wares? Interested in my wares? Pleasure doing business with you.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. And no need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Baron fellow, he's a real warrior? I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
Tranquil places such as this are real treasures.
My bed. The room's at your leisure.
Here's a ladder. Shall we see where it leads? After you. Arisen.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Have you found any of the items we... Just perchance. Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We'll not find anything if we don't start looking.
If 'twere up to me, I'd never leave.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.